Are you ready?
Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize. Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is Dog Days of Summer. Dog Days of Summer.
Who's the dog? What is that?
Beat up Bulldog Johnny stole his
Belt.
and put it on.
Roll call. A spidget.
Spidget.
A spidget.
A spidget.
Fleetwood Mac. Air Supply, man. I tried. Is that a great tenor or what?
He was incredible.
Eager to be what you want.
I like this part right here.
Don't get us fired, man.
That was
Air
good
Supply,
too,
man.
man.
That is one of the most incredible tenor voices you'll ever hear.
People always joke about how 60 they were, but they were great
No,
musicians.
they
man.
were, man. They were. I love Air Supply. Every now and then when I have jam sessions at the house, when Michelle's not there and the daughters are out, and I got the sound system going in the house, I'll put a little Air Supply on, let it fly.
No, I never understood why Air Supply didn't open up for Guns N' Roses. That'd have been a great combo.
Oh yeah, that'd have been
Heck yeah, man.
two different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Well, good one, man. You must be wanting to have another competition on
Competition. We got
Facebook.
one coming. Yeah, we
All right.
need one, man.
You trying to get in the good column?
Get in the good
I got
column.
you.
Yes, sir.
Well, welcome to the April 23rd edition of Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. And hey, for whatever reason, you turned it over to Channel 2, and we sure appreciate it. And we thank you. And good gracious, what a great run of weather we've been having. I mean, no humidity, pleasant temperatures. It was supposed to rain Friday night, might have got a drizzle. And this year, Wally, it actually seems like we're having a wealth of spring weather. And I know some years we go straight from cold to hot, like we don't even have spring. Yeah. Sports Chat with Neil and Wally, you're on the air.
Well, Major League Baseball has just handed down its first major penalty of the season. What's going on, fellas?
Scherzer got caught cheating.
Yeah, see, all it was sweat and rosin. I swear to God, is all he could say was it was sweat and rosin.
Well, they sure got him. And
What'd he do?
Max Scherzer for the Mets.
In the Dodgers
Their
game
ace.
with the Mets the other day, he got caught for a sticky substance on his hand. He swears up and down it was sweat and rosin, but
Well,
they said he went in the dugout and wiped his hands off with alcohol, tried to rub the rosin off, and that just made it that much more stickier.
You know what worries me about that, though, Bulldog Johnny? Those pitchers know that first base umpire or the third base umpire, whichever side dugout you go into, they're going to stop you and they're going to check you. So if he really, really tried to pull that off, he's got some guts.
Yeah.
Because they check him every half inning.
If you look at the glove he was using, he had two of the same gloves, but somebody said he might have mistakenly put the same glove that he had it on to start with back on in the next inning or what? Because they made him go change his glove the first time.
I don't know. All I know is that umpire deemed that he had a substance and that he was out of the game, thrown out.
And he'll be out for the Mets and Braves up weekend series this weekend too. So that's a major.
That don't hurt my feelings.
Sure don't mind neither.
Braves have lost 4 straight. Houston, they played Houston good the last 3 days, but they were ahead of Houston in all 3 games, and Houston came back at the end of each game and beat them 3 straight.
And I put it out that last week. I was gonna call in tonight because I got one big announcement and one that's really gonna get Wally's intrigue for a bell ring. So here we go.
Let's go.
One of the announcements I've got is that I did some checking the other day, and it is confirmed that this is the first time in school history that we'll have 20 varsity cheerleaders out this year.
Wow, 20.
The bell ring 20.
Yeah.
All right.
And I've got a real big prediction now. Now the sports writers might think it's stupid, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. That both us and Charles Henderson will be in the preseason top 10 of the sports writers poll.
Well, that you know what, you're not going too far out on a limb with that. I kind of like that prediction, Bulldog Johnny.
But I think that the sports writers committee should take. Last year they took almost all year for them to put us in the top 10. But if you go back and look at what the playoff committee calls the eye test, we should have been in the rankings probably when we lost the op in the regular season, because the eye test would clearly show that we were a top 10 team all year long.
Probably right. And Wally, I'm not going to argue with you on that. But they just don't give the Southern teams the same props and accolades that they give the teams north of Montgomery, and I don't know why.
Probably because more writers up there.
More writers, more newspapers,
Because they
more
think
outlets.
all the northern teams can't be beat, and that southern teams are just not as they're equal, so to speak.
Yeah. That's about right, man. Well, hey, that's two really good predictions, Bulldog Johnny. I like those.
Yeah, it is, and I will tell you that I did make a pitch to Wally the other day for when you go on your vacation to Mile High to be his co-host on the show whenever that is. So,
Ooh, that's not till the end of July. We got a while on that one. We'll have to see how that falls. I mean, my trip may be canceled. We'll just have to see.
yeah, but it's gonna be if not though, I'll still be coming on for the as Wally says, our regular SmackDown stuff that we do on the week before the Charles Henderson game.
Absolutely. And hey, the Pike County Charles Henderson game, I said last year that it might have been one of the most prolific matchups building up to it in a long time, but man, it's going to be that same tightness again.
Mm-hmm. And I think like a lot of these people have went on and said, we've got, so to speak, a story to finish, because when you do what we've done in 2 years, so to speak, from a winless team to a team that goes 2 games short of the championship, that tells you there you've got to go out your next year and finish that story with absolutely everything you got. But what was so impressive though was that not only did we get about 60-something players out, but now the cheerleaders are starting to believe in everything down there. We get more cheerleaders out, which is a good thing if you ask me.
It's a great thing. The more students get involved in extracurricular activities in the school system, the better it is. That's just the bottom line.
And too, I want to make a little mention that our last home softball game is Thursday. We're playing Zion Chapel, and I'm trying to get Troy Cable to cover that one.
That'll be
on
senior
Thursday
night
afternoon. So y'all might be hearing my Skip Carey impersonation on the TV for that one. But
you gonna do take me out to the ballpark? Take me out to the ball game.
I ain't like Harry Carey.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't even probably get everybody to stand up and sing for that one.
What'd he say? That wouldn't have been a home run in a phone booth.
Yeah. Hey, Bulldog,
or like he says, holy cow, one.
Yeah. Hey, I already got the preseason odds for Charles Henderson.
Who's favorite?
The opening game, Charles Henderson and Pike County, they're a 31.5-point favorite.
Woo! That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
You hear that, Bulldog?
I hear crickets.
Yeah, I heard that. But where did you find the preseason odds?
In the back of his head. In the back of his head, Johnny.
There's mafia connections. They do lines.
Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I know where his connections come from. His connections come from that darned old supervisor wanting to come on the coach's connection and say so-and-so is going to be so-and-so 200 and something.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Bulldog, thank you for calling, man.
I will. I appreciate calling in and appreciate listening to y'all's show. And I promise you this, if Neil's vacation is not canceled when I come on the show, I'm going to school Wally in some good old music that night. I promise you.
I'll be watching from Denver.
Take it from Coach Bulldog. I will get Wally with music that night.
Yeah, if y'all like Culture Club and
Lord.
groups like that, tune in. You'll hear it from John.
Oh, Lord.
Not exactly, because I got one. I might even play Starship group that sang the song Jane. You never know.
I got you.
All right,
All right,
Bulldog.
Bulldog, you have a good one, buddy.
All right.
All right,
Thank y'all.
see.
And hopefully next week I'll call in with a update on what's going to be going on for spring practice. Hopefully, and then the week leading up to the game, I'll call in and let y'all know how we're doing thus far before we get ready to play Selma.
Absolutely. We're going to need that update.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
See
You're
ya.
welcome.
Anyway, Johnny giving us the update on Pike County High School. We appreciate Johnny calling in. But, man, I was just saying about spring weather. A lot of times, it's straight from cold to hot. This year we're having a plethora of nice spring weather, low humidity. And we need to enjoy it because the hot and humid air is right around the corner.
You're right, Neil. And it was beautiful. And today, the day was our second annual Mac and Jerry Lowry, who watch the show.
Yep.
We do a wiffle ball tournament every year, and we won last
Did
year.
they let you use the fat bat?
No, but I got a clip to show. I hit a grand slam. Play that clip, Nate. Watch this.
Oh, my goodness.
Off Noah.
That's
Boom.
the same one as last year.
No, it's not. Look at that. Boom. Got the same shirt
It looked
on.
like you hit it right to somebody and they got somebody out.
No, it was a grand slam.
It looked like you
No,
fielder's
that was-
choice. That was a fielder's choice.
No, that was a grand slam.
Oh.
I think I might have hit the wrong tape. But anyway,
Oh, that wrong
we
tape.
won again, but we
That was a fielder's choice. Looked like you're tired when you got the first. That's what I saw.
hey, all I know is this: there's gonna be a lot of chiropractor visits tomorrow from the Lowry bunch. But anyway, we had
That's
a good
neat.
time.
That's great right
Mom
there.
and Dad love y'all doing that every year. We have a great thing. But yeah, going back to the perfect weather for most of the high school baseball games this past
It
week,
was.
except for Charles Henderson,
Oh.
where me and the rest of our fans just sat in the just cold downpour rain in Demopolis, Alabama. Let me tell you, it was just miserable. It was miserable, But anyway, we couldn't get in a doubleheader in Demopolis. I'm sorry, we did get a doubleheader that day in Monopolis, but most rounds around our area got in games without a hitch. I know Pike Lib moved on,
Yep.
but Charles Henson was eliminated. But we'll cover all that baseball
Yeah.
first round later on the show. But hey, I do got one other picture I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
Years ago, Canned Good, they introduced him and dedicated the press box in Demopolis. And we got good friends, Kenny Freeman, circuit clerk. Yep. But I told him, I said, if I get to Demopolis, I want to meet Canned Good.
Yeah.
So put that picture up there, Nate. That's him.
There's
That's the
Canned Good.
legendary Canned Good and Kenny Freeman, a circuit clerk there. And, man, he knows about our show
Yeah.
because Kenny told him about it. And just a super nice guy. He's been doing that since the 70s. And if you ever watch the movie Radio,
Yeah.
that's kind of about what Canned Good
In Demopolis.
in Demopolis. And they love him, and he never misses a game. And he's the bat boy. And Canned Good, I think, 72 years old now.
How about that?
But he still does it. But it was great. And I also saw our old fraternity brother, Trey Smith. You remember he was the
Trey.
SAE.
Yeah.
And he was there. He's first base coach. So we had a good time. But I'll tell you more about the game later on in the show, man.
All right, good deal. Yeah, there's lots of first round baseball action we got to cover, and but hey, man, Troy, Auburn, and Alabama have all had their spring football games now, and everybody's close to getting out of school and moving on into summer workouts.
But hey, Neil, did you see about Colorado and Coach Prime? Unbelievable. You have to
Yes.
mention them this year. You see the pictures, the crowd difference
Yeah,
between. Did
Nate,
you put,
got look at
look,
it.
okay,
All right,
that
this
was
22.
that's 22. Look at unbelievable. They said they were scouting tickets and stuff. Can
Oh
you
my
believe
goodness, that's
that?
incredible, man.
That's
incredible.
incredible,
It really is, man. And golly, man, he's definitely caused a stir out there, hadn't he?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a real thing, man. But while he, just cause 40,000 came to the spring game, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid just yet. Now, I know somebody put on our Facebook page today, watch out for Colorado, top 10, this, that, and the other. The hype is there. I need to see a few games come September before I jump on board with Coach Prime. Now, I know he did great at Jackson State, but this is Colorado we're talking about.
Yeah. Give him
This
a
is
couple
Colorado. They've been
years,
down.
you
That's
know.
what I'm saying. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid just yet, but we'll see. I got to see a game or two in September. But back to our state, Alabama. They left a lot of questions to be answered after yesterday with their spring game, Wally. No quarterback just stood out, and I don't think they're even close to naming a starter at Alabama. Could Alabama be shopping for a quarterback in the transfer portal?
Yeah, man, Saban, they got plenty of quarterbacks there on campus, man. And they're going to name one that's going to be just fine, I think. But Auburn is for sure, brother. They shopping for quarterbacks and a lot of players. They only threw 9 passes their entire spring game deal. 9. What in the world? Now, I know you're going to say it was flooding rain. Here it comes, but it don't matter. All we know is Auburn, they don't have a bona fide quarterback yet, man. I mean,
Well,
that's just Wally speaking now.
you got me there, brother, because you spot on. Now, I cannot retaliate. There's nothing I can say. Auburn is shopping in the portal for a quarterback. You're right. But the question is Alabama as well? You remember when Mac Jones hit the scene? Nobody was really ready for Mac Jones.
Because he wasn't a really good quarterback.
Well, I mean, but nobody was saying, hey, Mac Jones is up next. Mac Jones is the man. Mac Jones is starting this fall. Mac Jones is going to do this, going to do that. I think we're going to find out next fall who the next. I'm not sure it's Milroe, but I think you're right. They got a lot of quarterbacks on the roster. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
Speaking of Mac Jones, man, what about the NFL draft now that it starts this Thursday? Now, I love that draft. Ready for it?
Man, you know I love the draft right there, man, and I love to watch it. It amazes me the business side of it. The general managers and the coaches trying to figure out trades at the last second and picks and moving up and moving back and the clock, and you're on the clock, and it's ticking, and you got to put in a play. You know, they have had in the past where teams just missed their pick.
Yep.
Didn't get a name out there and missed their pick. You know, but the question is, does Bryce Young go number 1? Does he go number 1?
You know, I'm going to say probably so. I mean, Carolina definitely needs him.
They do. They do.
But you never know. Everybody thinks he's going to be number 1, and they could get a punter. I mean,
a punter.
You just never know. I mean, come on. But it's out at Kansas City. They say
it is in Kansas City,
and it'll be a big party out there.
You know,
and but back to Bryce. If not Carolina number 1, they're saying he'll probably go to Indianapolis. So
I'm with you. Carolina or Indianapolis. Indianapolis going to fall at 4 right there, and we'll have to watch that and see how it goes. But yeah, what about Will Anderson, though, man? I think he may be the best player in the whole draft. I really do. Someone's going to take him really high, maybe even second pick. I mean, unlike the quarterback position, where most picks don't even end up being game changers, one quarterback out of the entire draft will actually help the team. An edge rusher like Will Anderson is usually a slam dunk. They don't miss. If they're good in college, they're going to be good in the
pro.
Yeah.
You know, I'm wondering, Neil, what if he gets on the bus late and he don't get taken the second pick or third? Then, you know, he gets
I don't know, man.
Pushed way back. But you're right. I mean, he'll be a first rounder for sure, man.
Oh, yeah.
Heck of a player. And don't sleep on Derek Hall from Auburn now. I mean, I joke about Auburn, but whoever gets him is going to get a heck of a pass rusher
you're right,
too, brother.
Man. You're right. Derek Hall, he's moving up the board. There ain't no doubt about it. And, you know, he was double teamed, you know, because Auburn didn't have any help for him. They could single block everybody else and double Derek Hall because Auburn was just that bad. But you're right, and comes on Thursday night, the draft does, and when it comes on Thursday night, we'll know how it all unfolds. I'll be tuning in for sure. Buddy.
Yeah, it's fun seeing that. You know, they get all those
man.
Parties going on stuff. But listen, man, don't forget we have a lot of detailed recaps on Charles Henderson and Pike Liberal Arts baseball during the first rounds coming up later on the show, and we also will be giving away our Marco's Pizza Player of the Week, so you got to stay tuned. So after Neil reads our commercial sponsors, you don't turn that dial, you stay right here and watch us.
That's right. Here's our commercial sponsors: Firehouse Subs, Easy Dump Service, Alabama Restoration, Preston Steakhouse, All-Star Collision, The Crease Agency, the Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen, The Pig Cafe, Hooks Barbecue, Troy Eye Care, Glow Boutique, Piggly Wigglies of Troy, Turner Mowing, Deep South Apparel, A1 Services, the UPS Store, Road Mart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Severa Ralph Baker Hastings and Reeves, Attorneys at Law, Southern Grill and Patio, Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, Tyler Transport Trucking, PLS Surveying, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crow's Chicken of Brundage, Eddie Bennings Dentistry in Laverne, Max Credit Union, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling with Mr. Matt Johnson. Starting to warm up. We better give Matt a call.
Yep.
Sorrell College of Business. We'll take our first commercial break. We'll be right back.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is
Yeah,
this the
yeah.
guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wally, you got enough sweet. He's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put this stuff back.
Man, it's some
Wally.
good stuff, man.
Please come to Glow on the square, shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all.
3, 2.
Man, what kind of call is that? Are you kidding me? The ball bounced in front of the plate.
Hey, he's out of there, baby.
What in the world? You can't see nothing. I'm over here. I'm over here. What? The
Well,
ball
right down
bounced
the
in
middle.
front of the plate. Man, he needs to go to Troy Eye Care, 566-7172, and get those eyes checked immediately.
Oh man. Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're gonna run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies, cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store.
On Brundage Street. UPS store, all your printing needs.
Man, did you see the size of that crowd, man?
Man, Pompano's that big down here, dude.
I don't know what it is, man. It must be these shirts.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
They like these shirts, man. Deep South Apparel, Pete Van Horn in Montgomery.
And heck yeah, man, they even go good, even salt water they canned up.
Saltwater fishing. Deep South Apparel in Montgomery. Call Pete Van Horn.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
Man, I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy, and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town. Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. Wally, what are you doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse?
Bill, they said for a fireman get free subs, man.
They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts.
Oh, discounts.
But they know you're not a fireman.
Yeah.
Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? So nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town. Hey, Wally. What in the world? You got all these fans in the window, man.
Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins. It about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins.
What is it, smoky in there?
Yes.
And you
These
try-
fans are going to help, I think.
The fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration. No mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
Loverboard, baby.
Loverboy. I hope Bulldog's still watching.
It's Loverboard.
No, it's not Loverboy. You might get it right here. Ready?
Oh, that's Jefferson Airship or something like that.
Starship.
Airship.
Starship.
Oh,
Jefferson Starship.
Okay.
They had about 5 names.
Yeah, they couldn't come out with a name.
That was for Bulldog Johnny right there. He wanted,
Hey.
he wanted to hear Jane. So there you go, Bulldog. And he didn't know who it was. Thought it was Loverboy.
Close.
Hey, time for the Facebook funnies. Go ahead, Nate. Beware. Boating season soon. Coming to a shin near you.
That's the truth.
That some gun hurts, boy, if you hit that with your shin. Ooh, the Lord. Yes, it is boating season. Yeah, AI has definitely gone too far. They got President Trump. fled.
and fish.
When you're my age, sleeping with the wrong pillow feels like I fell out of a 13-story window. We were
That's
just
a
talking
true
about that
picture.
in the commercial break.
Yep.
Wally and I were just talking about that in the commercial break. When we do yard work or something, we're all stove up. We're so old now. Blitz chess. Winner gets the parachute. Oh my gracious!
I'd be some cheating fools there,
I mean, checkmate. Oh, the wind blew it. Sorry.
Man, talk about that thing hitting your shin. Somebody, one of our text groups, had a guy with a bucket of money with a sign saying, "We'll back boat up for cash."
Yeah.
Just a bucket.
We'll back boat for cash.
Yeah, just a bucket of money, man.
I got this little thing I follow on Facebook. It's called the docks, boat docks of Miami. And it's so funny watching people back their boats in. They can't get it right, man. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
All right.
take some skills, do that.
Back to the show.
Yeah.
Let's start with the rule change. There's a rule change. It'll start this fall, college football.
Ugh.
So the game clock will not stop any longer after a team gets a first down, like it has forever and ever and ever. You can always say, "Oh, there's a first down, so the clock's gonna stop." Not anymore. They're gonna play it like the NFL, Wally. It's good. This was passed last week by the NCAA committee in an effort to speed up the game.
How about take a few less TV commercials off the dadgum thing to speed up the game? I mean, the key TV commercials why the game's so long anyway.
That is why the game's so long.
A running clock. Listen to this. A running clock takes away some of the game because there will be less plays.
No doubt.
I mean, so the bottom line on this change is less football, same as more commercials. Buddy, you think the fans is loving this?
No.
Not a chance, brother.
You're spot on. The bottom line is same amount of stupid commercials, less football.
I meant to ask you this. Are they going to up the time?
No.
So it's not going to be like
No.
for NFL where you got 15 minutes.
12 minutes, quarters. Man. Look, you said it spot on. Less football, same amount of commercials. That's their speed up the game. We're going to take your game away from you. Come on, man.
Oh, that's
I mean, there's going to be less time on the clock. The bottom line is there'll be less football plays. It might only be 7 less plays or 9 less plays, but it's less football.
And it's going to change the dynamics of the offensive coordinator on how they're going to handle these situations. You wait and see. It'll be crazy.
I'll tell you, man, that may be the best thing you ever said on this show. Less football.
Less football. Unbelievable. Well, hey, not jump. Well, yeah, let's talk some more football.
All
But
right.
jumping over to Greenville,
Alabama. Yep.
Brian Seymour was hired from Demopolis for a week and nearly stepped down.
We reported it.
They have their guy.
I saw that. Yeah.
Gary Pimenta.
Yep.
I think I'm saying that is right.
Yep.
He was actually their offensive coordinator last year, but he has been hired to lead the program.
Yep.
He will be the head coach and athletic director there, so that's good.
Yeah, and I actually went to the Greenville newspaper and read up a little bit, and I believe he'll be there a little while. I think they've hired some stability right there.
Stability.
I do right there, but yeah.
I've never seen a roller coaster of coaches go through a program like that.
Yeah. Wally, for the second time in 3 weeks, we've announced a new head football coach at Greenville.
Let me tell you, Greenville is a blue chip
Yeah.
football program. I mean, they've
Yeah.
always been
Yeah.
contenders, man.
I mean, but for the kids' sake, I hope Coach Pimenta is there for 5, 6, 10, 12, 14
Yeah.
years. I hope he's a mainstay. I hope he gets in there and grows the program. And good luck, Coach Pimenta, except when you play Charles Henderson.
Big step there.
Yeah.
Well, hey, change a little thing around. Enterprise Community College baseball program, they're offering a free baseball camp.
Saw that. That's cool.
It is April the 30th from 1:30 to 5:30 for ages 6 to 12. No sign up necessary. Just show up with your glove.
Show up and bring your glove. How awesome is that?
You don't see many camps like that.
This is a
Free.
junior college baseball program. I mean,
That's
that's pretty cool.
Talking about giving back to the community, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But just we wanted to get that out there for our
Yeah.
viewers.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's exactly right. And, hey, Goshen's Jamari McClure, he just keeps racking up the offers, Wally. This week he adds 2 more, and he added Miami of Ohio and also Toledo this week. And the way they're piling up, I'm sure many more to come. I talked to the Goshen football coach, longtime football coach, Coach Bart Snyder, at a restaurant this weekend, and he said that Neil, watch out for Goshen this year. He said they've been rebuilding for a year or two. He said watch out for Goshen this year. They're going to be very competitive and win a bunch of football games. So really looking forward to it.
That's cool, man.
Yep.
Hey, speaking of Miami, Ohio, and Toledo, those are two hate each other rivals up there in Ohio. You know. They are. Ooh, it gets bad. So that's weird that they both trying to get him.
Yeah.
But hey, over in Ozark, Carroll High's Xavier Womack has signed to play basketball at the next level at Enterprise State. Congratulations to Xavier Womack.
That's right. And we're up against our second break. This is a good spot to take our second break right here. We'll go ahead and take our second break of the night. We'll be right back.
Hey, Wally, what you got us out here in this field for?
Neil, I finally bought a brand new boat.
A boat, man. Show it to me. Look at that. What?
Got it on Facebook.
Facebook?
Yes, sir.
The USS Alabama?
Yes, I gotta get some insurance.
Well, you're going to need to call the Grease Agency. They sell insurance on everything. How you going to get it back to Troy?
You got a trailer, don't you?
I don't got a trailer. I hope you didn't buy any beachfront property in Arizona on Facebook. Call Crease Agency for all your insurance needs.
Look at this, what we got, Sully.
What are you doing, Wally?
Man, our game warden gave me a ticket, Neil.
Game warden gave you a ticket. Are you hunting on the right property?
Well, I thought this was my property right here, man.
Do you know where the lines are?
Not really.
Man, you need to contact the PLS group. They do all the land surveying you need. If you're building a house, building property, marking property, you're hunting land so you know where to go. PLS group, 403-4234. Give them a call.
Do I get a get out of jail free card?
No, you don't get a get out of jail free card.
Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What in the heck? Playing with fidget
Wally,
I'm sorry, Mr. Wally.
Man, this girl right here is playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision, 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can
Please,
have it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents, 808-8822.
You got any donuts?
Oh man, what a nice day with the windows down.
Yeah, cruising right along, man, just running around Troy.
Hey man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hooks Barbecue, man.
Oh, that's
Hooks.
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh my God, hold on! Good Lord, what in the world?
Hooks, baby.
Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious.
Neil, call Jason Jones.
What is it?
Out of oxygen, man.
Out of oxygen? You got your snorkeling device right there. What do you mean you're out of oxygen?
Oh, all this is to show people where you are, man.
What's that? Why do you can breathe through that?
I need to call Jason.
Unbelievable. Jason, can you bring some oxygen from Jones Medical Supply down to St. Andrews State Park at the Jetties? Wally needs some oxygen. Call Jason Jones for all your oxygen needs. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally. But then what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Pig Cafe got the best fried chicken. Pig Cafe got the best fried chicken.
What are you doing out here at the Pig Cafe?
Man, the Pig Cafe's so delicious, I'm inspired to write music, Neil.
I thought Yanni done hired live entertainment at the Pig Cafe. Wally, they don't need you out here playing like this. Yes, they got the best fried chicken. They got meat and three every day of the week. They also do catering services. Please come see them at the Pig Cafe on 3 Knots. I don't know who sings it, but that's the Happy Days. Fonzarelli.
Hello, Blue. I love it.
I hold you. Can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long.
Is that not just a classic, man?
They don't have TV like that anymore, man.
No, man.
No, they got Dungeons and Dragons and whatever they got. Yeah,
Just a reality show and stuff.
yeah.
man.
What some show that they go down in a big hole and come out
million years later. Kidding me? Come on, man. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Old happy days, man. Old Henry Winkler.
Well, what about some upcoming spring games you
Yeah,
want
we
to talk
got
about?
a couple of spring game announcements coming up right here. Charles Henderson will host their spring jamboree at Veterans Memorial Stadium May the 12th and 13th. Wally and I'll be there for the call, we hope, for all the games. And game one will be Pike County High versus Selma. Now, I know Bulldog has already texted me and said, I'll make sure to get y'all a roster before the game starts. So he's on the hook for a Pike County roster.
Yeah.
For that game right there. And game two of the Charles Henderson Jamboree over at Troy University Stadium will be Sidley Lanier versus Lochapoka. Game three, and this is kind of going to be a first quarter, second quarter, different team, third quarter, second quarter, different team, fourth quarter, third. This is kind of going to be a mixed match here, but here's what we got. Game three, Carver Birmingham versus Monroe County. Then Carver Birmingham's going to play Laverne. And then Monroe County is going to play Laverne. So they're going to kind of switch it up, a quarter here, a quarter there. You know, you play a quarter, we play a quarter, or a half, and this. So that'll be kind of interesting. And then game six, of course, on Saturday evening, Charles Henderson will conclude the Spring Jamboree versus Hewitt Trussville, which is a huge school right outside. That's where Pat Nix played. Bo Nix played. And let's just say they got a really good football program. And Charles Henderson's going to tighten up the shoelaces in the spring game with Hewitt Trussville, don't you think?
Exactly. You know who
Saturday
else played quarterback at Hewitt Trussville?
Who's that?
The quarterback that won the Alabama Alabama National Championship in '92.
Jay Barker?
Jay Barker.
I didn't know that was where he. I knew it.
That's
I thought he was like at Rainbow City or somewhere. Okay.
He did it at Hewitt Trussville.
Okay, Jay Barker was from there.
Okay.
All
And
right.
sticking with spring games, Zion
Yeah.
Chapel will host Kinston on May 19th, and Goshen will Jamboree with Carroll of Ozark, and also Elba on May 18th.
Yeah, the Goshen and Carroll of Ozark and Elba are going to kind of do a mixy-matchy. We play you on one day, and we'll play you the next kind of deal, and kind of get a three-way round-robin jamboree going there.
Okay.
So they're going to do that. But kind of neat, and we're talking about high school football right here in May.
Yeah.
And why are we talking about high school football? Is because a lot of schools are now done playing baseball.
A lot of
And I talked to, in my line of work, I do a lot of warrants of arrest. And this week, I was able to help Coach Wayne Grant down at Crenshaw Christian. He had somebody take some of his property. So I helped him with a warrant, and him and I got to talking a little football. Can you imagine that?
Imagine.
And he said, Neil, he said, we got to wait, until baseball's over. All my players play baseball. He said, we got to wait so late to start spring training at Crenshaw Christian that our last spring practice may be the last day of school.
Good, great.
And I said, doggone. But yeah, so getting time to start rolling around the spring jamborees and spring practices.
Oh, yeah.
And moving right on into some high school baseball, I'll do the Pike Liberal Arts, and then we'll take our next break. High school baseball. But like we were saying, round one of the Alabama High School Athletic Association is now in the books, and except for 7A. They just getting started.
They get started.
7A is just getting started this week, and AISA is off and running too. But round one of the Alabama High School Athletic Association baseball playoffs were this last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Pike Liberal Arts is now Alabama High School Athletic Association, so they hosted Cottonwood in round one of the 2A Alabama High School Athletic Association playoffs. And of course, this would be their inaugural. Is that what you'd say? Mm-hmm. This would be Pike Lib's inaugural playoffs in the baseball in Alabama High School Athletic Association, and Pike Lib won game one 5-4, and game two Friday also. They won both games on Friday, but after both games were over, they were forced to forfeit game one due to a pitch count violation, and Pike Liberal Arts allowed a sophomore pitcher to throw 13 more pitches than the 100 that was allowed by sophomore, by the Alabama High School Athletic Association rules. So it was a clear violation, and that was that. But they were forced to play a third game. Even though Pike Liberal Arts on the field won both games, they had to forfeit one. So they had to play a third game. And you know, Wally, when you're forced to play a third game, it don't matter how much better you are than the other team, any crazy thing can happen. Any crazy thing can happen, but it didn't, thank goodness, because Pike Lib was the better team. And they won the game 9-2 yesterday. And in game 2 on Friday, Levi DeBoyer led Pike Liberal Arts at the plate, going 2 for 3. Kay Brookins pitched 6 innings and mowed down 10 batters while giving up 6 hits and 3 earned runs and 6 innings pitched. On Saturday, in Saturday's win, Casey Bradford and Davis Kilcrease held Cottonwood to 4 hits and 2 runs while striking out 7. Bradford was the winning pitcher, worked 5 innings, striking out 4, and gave up 3 hits and a run. Kilcrease came in and when they were the Plaz was leading, Pike Lib was leading 3-1 and earned the save. Pitching the last 2 innings, he struck out 3, allowed 1 hit and 1 run. Pike Lib moves on in the 2A state playoffs to play Bayshore Christian here in Troy, and it's my understanding Bayshore Christian is ranked uno.
Yeah, they're bad mamma jammas, but we need to get a lot of folks out there to Pike Level Friday afternoon and stuff. And hey, we're up against the next break. When we get back, we want to talk about some other regional baseball games. Stay tuned.
What in the world, man? I come over to check on things. What are you doing trying to beat that bush up?
Neil, my trimmer battery went dead, so I had to get this bat and try to trim this up.
You're not going to be able to knock it out with a bat. You got to call professional bush trimmers like Blake Turner with Turner Mowing. 465-0600. Call Blake Turner. You're going to fall off that ladder, man. Just quit right now. Let's call Blake Turner. Hey, call Blake Turner, 465-0600 for all your yard needs. Why in the world? Why are you measuring this gigantic air conditioner out here at this warehouse?
Neil, I'm putting a brand new unit in my house, man.
You cannot put an air conditioning unit this big at a residential house. You need to call Terry Moats with A1 Services. He'll get the square footage of your house, put you in an air conditioner, a heating unit, everything you need. Call Terry Moats at A1 Services. You don't need a unit that gigantuan. Call Terry Moats at A1 Services, 566-4220. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neil, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Look, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neil, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Wally, what are you doing with that hoe?
Neil, with inflation and the price of groceries, I decided to deal my own garden, brother.
Wait a minute. Number one, this ain't even your property. This is Mr. James Sparrow's property. You live across the street. And second, the HOA rules you can't have a garden. Prices are not that bad at the Piggly Wiggly. Come on, let me show you. Come on with me. Now look, greens, peaches, collards, look over here. Apples, fruit, veggies, all here at Piggly Wiggly in Troy. And also the best meat selection in Troy, right here at Piggly Wiggly's, 2 locations in Troy, Alabama. And also the most important thing, you're shopping local. Come see them at the Piggly Wiggly's in Troy, Alabama.
You know this guy?
Yeah, I know. Wally, what are you doing, man? What in the world?
Nice Bronco.
Why are you hugging the Bronco at Bill Jackson Ford? Because I want a Bronco, brother. Are you going to buy it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez. Well, you can't just be out here hugging vehicles. You got to talk to the salespeople. What are you doing?
Kicking the tire, you know they say you got to kick the tire before you buy a new one.
You guys kick the tires. Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama. Also, Bill Jackson Chevrolet across the street. Hey, they got new vehicles on the lot. Come see them. Man, I'm up here at Southern Grill and Patio. Look at all these big green eggs, all these accessories, man. It's all you want with the big green egg. Wally!
Neil, look at the size of this big old green egg here, man. Look at this thing.
Man, that's a big old green egg. You can't get a green egg that big unless you're a platinum green egg dealer like they are at Southern Grill and Patio. Check out this new store up here on Grundy Street, right next to Troy Cable, along with Town and Country. Come visit the new store, the new layout. Look at all these big green egg accessories over here. Come see them at the new location on Grundy Street. get you a big green egg because I'm going to get me one.
No, that's Robert Palmer.
Robert Palmer.
Yeah.
Robert Plant, you mean?
Robert Plant.
Robert Palmer.
Robert Palmer. Yeah, that's Robert Palmer.
That's Roxette. Is that the one that Q told me was
Yeah.
not a one-hit wonder?
QC.
She's got the look. Little 80s pop.
They ain't got the music. I know that much.
What do you
They
mean?
got the look. That's
That's
terrible.
not a good tune.
That's horrible.
Wally, that was a top hit in the late 80s.
Unbelievable.
You were looking at Guns N' Roses back then, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, hey, let's talk about Bibb County, how
Yeah.
they knocked out Slocum 2 games. The one in 4A. Game one went to Slocum 3-0, but Bibb County wins game 2 and 3, 10-1, and then listen to this one, 21-0. That shows you that third game.
That's when the cream rises to the top, man.
Yeah, because if you don't have pitching, whew,
It shows.
exactly.
That's where you got to have 3 games worth of pitching.
Yeah.
A lot of times, don't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Bibb County moves on in 4A.
Yep, Bibb County moves on. And Geneva routs Hale County in 4A, also sticking with 4A, in the first round action, 13-0 and 7-2. Geneva County moves on in 4A.
And Headland downs Greenville in round 1 of 5A action, 14-3 and then 11-1. But Greenville beat them the first game,
Okay.
and that was just crazy. But they won the last 2 and just smoked them. I figured
Yeah.
they would.
So Headland moves on in 5A.
Oh yeah,
We got-
they're number 1 in the state.
Headland's still ranked number 1.
Yeah.
And rightfully, so, did you tell me that Headland had 3 Division I prospects?
Yeah, they good, buddy.
Wow.
They're good.
Well, jumping down to 3A, Houston Academy whips Thomasville 8-2 and 9-6. Listen to this. They went to Thomasville and whipped them. Houston Academy, I think, was ranked 3rd or ranked 5th, and Thomasville was ranked 8th, or vice versa. And Houston Academy goes to Thomasville and sweeps them 8-2, 9-6.
Man, and 3A action, Opp was swept at home in the first round by St. James, 10-3 and 14-4. I was surprised about that. Now,
That,
Opp had beat some good teams this year.
Yeah.
We called out a lot of those games, but
yep.
they finished the season with 13-13 record.
Yeah, they finished with a 500 record, but did you see St. James sweeping them?
I never saw that.
I didn't either. But anyway, Ops out. St. James moves on in 3A. Prattville Christian beats New Brockton 11-3 and 5-0. They sweep New Brockton and move on. And the Gamecocks finished the season with a 17-13 record. In the opening game, Jackson Whitworth had 3 hits and a run batted in, and Colton McClinney had 2 hits, including a solo homer. Hayden Pope also had 2 hits with an RBI. In Game 2, New Brockton earned 8 hits, but they couldn't score. They couldn't get them across the plate. Whitworth had 2 hits, including a double, and 6 others had a hit each.
right.
But New Brockton finishes 17-13 on the year. They're out.
Well, in 5A, Charles Henson ended their season 15-16 on the year. They drove over to Demopolis and fell 8-7 and 10-3. But how it happened is just bizarro, and I'm gonna try to explain. all
Yeah,
this.
give it to us, man.
In Game 1, Damian Hart led the Trojans at the plate, going 2 for 5 with a home run, and he smoked it too. 3 RBIs and 2 runs by Parker Adams went 3 for 6 at the plate, and Lewis scored on 2 runs. Adams pitched 8 innings and struck out 6 batters while giving up 9 hits and 4 earned runs. But let me tell you the crazy thing
Yeah.
about this Game 1.
Yeah.
Baby, it didn't end in 6 or 7 innings. It went 12 innings.
Well, that's 2 high school
That's
games.
2 games,
Yeah.
and I normally don't like calling officials out, but they had one umpire that said Cole Pugh ball. It was. Let me tell you, it was weird. There was a guy on third base. This is in the 11th inning, by the way,
Okay.
and he throws the ball, and it's a pop up over the backstop.
Yep.
Well, the run comes in, and we're all yelling, "Yeah, you got to go back to foul,
Foul ball, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, he called ball. No ball had been called both games. It was bizarro. So you hate that.
That's a little bit over officiating, unless it was just a blatant.
It wasn't. I mean, even
Nobody saw it.
no. Well, I mean, it. you call a balk, in my opinion, that close of a game if you go halfway and you wind up, stop, or you step off.
Really trying to deceive.
Deceive.
Yeah.
Cole had not done that all night. He pitched from the wind. It was just crazy. Anyway,
Oh, my goodness.
that's how the ball bounces sometimes.
Yeah.
But in game 2, Will Templin, Damian Hart, and Chase Faznan scored one run each, while Clay Johnson pitched 4 1/3 innings and fanned 7 batters along with giving up 4 hits and 9 earned runs. It's a tough game, but good season. Young team.
Young
man.
team, yes.
Owen Pugh, 8th grader, shortstop, didn't have a single error in both those games last night. Incredible.
Yep.
Incredible.
More 3A action. Providence Christian slams Greensboro to move on in second round playoffs. They beat them 15-0 and 16-0.
Wow, that's spanking.
Yeah.
Brantley beats Calhoun 13-7 and 7-5 and advances in 1A action. GW Long beats Thornsby in 2A action, 16-15 and a 5-0 stand with 2A. Ayrton beats Reeltown 14-9 and then 4-0. And in 2A, Wicksburg takes down Luverne 15-12 and 2-0.
Yeah, and then one last 3A score report before we take a break and do softball. Strawn loses to Childersburg, so Strawn's out as well.
Yeah,
Hey, we're up against our last break of the night. Hang in there. We got some softball action.
Breaker 1-9, breaker 1-9. I got cleared for a takeoff in Troy.
Whoa, Mr. Neal. Mr. Neal, what is he doing?
I don't know what he's doing. Wally, you don't have a pilot's license. I've already told you. I'm sorry, ma'am. Look,
Oh, my
you got a
goodness.
CDL license. You need to call Tyler Transport at 566-7474. They're hiring every day. Those beautiful 18-wheeler rigs got those glide packages. Call Tyler Transportation if you need a job driving.
Here I come,
Get out of
baby.
here. Good gravy. Hey, what are you doing, man? What in the world? What's happening? Unbelievable. Back up. Back up. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse.
I need a mechanic.
Unbelievable. What have you done in there that caused all that smoke?
I watched a YouTube video.
Unbelievable. You got to take the thing to Road Mart where they know how to fix vehicles, a mechanic. Take the vehicle to Road Mart on 231 North. Don't be like Terry, Wally. 566-3413, Road Mart, 231 North in Troy. It's so good to be back at Preston. I'm so hungry. I'm hungry too. You ready? What are you doing?
Kelly Tater.
What are you doing? Wally, that's somebody's food.
What kind of a nut are you?
I'm so sorry. He gets in a trance when we come to Preston. I apologize. He is a nut job. Hey, snap out of it, man. Oh, that's not yours.
Oh, where are we at Preston's on?
Come out to Preston's and get your own Kaylee Tater.
Hey, Neil, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundage. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundage?
Oh, man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
And they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the sauce. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundage. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundage. Thank you.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Lenny Traver play, and I'm going to give him one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the state. Also, best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Traylor, you can't beat it down at the old barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
That hurts.
What's wrong now?
Is that a rattlesnake? Rattlesnake done bit me.
Unbelievable. Well, why are you at Southern Animal Hospital with Dr. Steve Bear?
Dr. Bear told me he had some antivenom for
Oh
me.
my goodness. Now he does have a vaccine for dogs to help protect from venomous snake bites. He also has antivenom to help protect animals from snake bites, but not for humans. Goodness gracious, we gotta go to the ER. What are you doing with this old freezer? We're getting rid of this and some other appliances and stuff. You can't just dump them in your neighbor's yard. There's services for that. You gotta call Easy Dump. They'll bring you a trailer right to your house, put all your appliances and all your junk on it, and then they'll come get it. Easy Dump. Easy Dump. Man, look at this, Neil. See, that's all you gotta do is call Easy Dump. They bring your trailer to your house or to your facility. If you're remodeling, just fill it full. Mr. Jimmy King will bring it to you. 334-282-6078. Got these nice ramps if you want to roll something up in there. Easy dump. Give them a call. They'll bring it to you, and they'll haul it off. All right, Jimmy. Have a good one, Jimmy. What are you doing? You're going to get hurt. Sit out there.
That was our song. We're up against time.
We ain't got about 5 minutes left in the show, so no
Okay.
music. Hey, the softball scores for the week. We got some softball scores. Nate, can you throw those up there? Daphne 20, Goshen nothing. T.R. Miller 18, Elba 1, Daphne 6, Op 2, Pike Road 10, Dale County 2, GW Long 7, Ashford 6, Op 4, Enterprise 3, Andalusia 8, Slocum 5, Rehoboth 8, Brantley 6.
Sampson 15, Goshen 1, Kinston 16, Elba 6, Op 10, Sampson 0, Prattville 8, Dale County 0, Wicksburg 9, Dothan 1, Geneva 15, Dale County 4, Northside 2, Headland 1, Brewtech 10, Charles Ashland 0.
Hey, those are your softball scores for the week. And a couple of names we need to call out. Zion Chapel and Providence Christian split a doubleheader. Providence won game 1, 7-4, but Zion bounced back and won game 2, 9-6. For Zion Chapel in the loss, Riley Bannon had a hit in the RBI, and Madison Weeks had a double. In Zion Chapel's win, Madison Weeks was 3 for 3 with 4 runs batted in. Aubrey Bassett was 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. Bannon, Kylie Hodge, and Amber Kidd added a hit and RBI each. Sydney Booth earned the pitch and win, striking out 2 over 5 innings. Zion also beat Kinston earlier in the week, 3-1.
Man, Pike Liberal Arts ladies beat Elba 7-6 this week. Allie Boop was 3 for 4 with a double and RBI, and both Emily Bryan and Julianne Meyer had 2 hits and RBI for Pike Lib. Alyssa Barron, Malden, and Brenna Snyder, Brianne Snyder had a single and RBI each. Barron was the winning pitcher, striking out 7 over 3 and 1/3 innings. Malden earned a save with the final 2 outs. Pike Liberal tied Goshen 11-11 this past week, and they lost to Carroll 7-3.
Yeah, I want to preface all this softball with they haven't started their playoffs yet. They're always a week or so behind baseball starting their playoffs. Not this week, but next. Not this coming up week, but next is the area tournaments. And then after the area tournaments, that will help the seedings on who's going where for the regionals. And then they'll start the softball. So if you're wondering why we're not doing softball playoffs, they ain't started yet.
Yeah.
They're always a little bit behind. But the Goshen ladies, the softball ladies, beat Elba this past week 8-6. Addie Richburg had a hit, 2 runs batted in, and Casey Wilkes, Cheyenne Sneed, and Alyssa Pippins all had a hit and an RBI for Goshen. Passion Shepherd added an RBI. Wilkes got the win, struck out 5. Goshen lost to Red Level earlier in the week, 13-8 though.
Okay, Brantley beat Cleburne 5-2 this week in softball. Kaylee Navarre struck out 14 and allowed only 3 hits and 2 runs in the pitching circle, and had 2 hits with a double on offense. Also for Brantley, Alex Grimes hit a 2-run homer. Campbell Hawthorne earned 2 hits, and both Marley, Kate Kilcrease, and Caitlin Piggott had a hit and RBI.
Yep, and hey, how about this? Elba routs Houston County. Get this, 23-4.
Wow.
Danielle Tidwell had 4 hits and drove in 4 runs, and Emily Richardson had 4 hits and 2 runs batted in to lead Elba. Anna Caldwell added 3 hits and 3 runs batted in for the Tigers. Caldwell had a homer along with her hits. Jaden Caldwell pitched 5 innings and struck out 5, allowing only 5 hits. Elba looked good against Houston County.
And Dale County takes down Slocum 9-2. You want to go ahead, Rehoboth?
What's that?
Okay, Natalie Werton was 2 for 4 with 2 runs batted in, and both Ellie Brooks of Barfield and Shaylee Greathouse were 2 for 4 with RBI to lead Dale County. Miss Whitman added a hit and drove in 3 runs.
Rehoboth got the best of Carroll 15-0 earlier this week. Charles Harrison blanked Greenville 10-0 this past week. Hannah Sparrow pitched 5 innings, 1 hit shutout, 6 strikeouts. Olivia Kirkpatrick had a double, triple, 3 runs batted in. Janiza Cantlow went 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. Molly Garrett had 2 hits with an RBI. Sparrow added a hit with 2 RBIs, and Ariel Frazier had a triple and RBI. Hannah Sparrow, with that pitching outing, 1 hit shutout ball with 6 strikeouts. You are Marco's Pizza Player of the Week. Hannah, you win a large one-topping pizza from Marco's Pizza in Troy. James Sparrow does not get any of it. You understand? That's the rule.
Robin.
That's the rule, Hannah. James or Robin, no pizza. You get it all. Great job, Hannah.
Man, I tell you what, Neil, maybe they're coming up on their stride. I mean, they're coming right to the playoffs, and
Hope so.
hope so. Hope all our area
That's right.
teams will.
See where the USFL's off and running now? Birmingham, defending champs, and they're already 2-0. Gosh, they look unbeatable again.
Wow.
USFL. I like the XFL too, but I don't know why I'm drawn to the USFL more than the XFL for whatever reason. Don't know. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Keep it cool, folks.